John 4:7. Venit mulier de Samaria haurire aquam. Dicit ei, Jesus da mihi bibere. A woman comes from Samaria to draw water. Jesus says to her, "Give to me something to drink." Finally, we've arrived at the point in this fascinating story here where Jesus meets the woman from Samaria, from the region of the town of Samaria, or perhaps from the city of Samaria itself. It's unclear. Again, we've got our present tense, venit. She comes. Mulier id est femina. What does she come to do? She comes to draw out water from the well. Id est ex puteo, ex fonte, haurire aquam. Now you'll notice there's an infinitive being used to indicate purpose here. In the classical period, that was very rare. It happens sometimes in poetry and in kind of odd contexts, but generally purpose was expressed in other ways. But in late antiquity and in the Vulgate, it's increasingly frequent, so you get used to seeing it pretty often. Venit mulier de Samaria, she comes in order to draw out water from the well. Usually this was done with a bucket or something like that on a pulley. And at that point, so again, we got kind of a pause in the sense right here that breaks this passage up. At that point, Jesus, remember, who's sitting there tired from the heat perhaps and from the journey, he says to her, we've seen the dative case used with verbs of speaking constantly throughout this gospel. Jesus says to her, here's a quotation, "Give to me to drink." If we want to make this a little bit easier for ourselves, we could interpolate a word like aliquid in here. Give me something to drink in order that I may drink. However you want to do it, the meaning is relatively clear, and this way of expressing it in Latin matches the idiom in the Greek perfectly.